Hello everyone, it's Michael from Replica Airguns with another field test shooting video. Today we're looking at the KWA M1911A1. This is a gas blowback airsoft pistol. Check out my tabletop review for this airgun that I reviewed earlier this week. So I'm doing them back to back for you guys. If you want specifications, features, some close-up video of this gun, because I'm not going to get in tight here. I'm just basically doing the testing of this gun. But if you want to get in tight and see it field stripped, stuff like that, then watch my tabletop video. And if you're into the mustache, I have to say this is probably the last video where I'll have this until next year, November, because it's November the 29th. Tomorrow's the last day, and then she's gone. Okay, kind of getting sick of it. It's a little itchy. It's getting a little long, getting some weird looks, you know, that kind of stuff. All right, so let's proceed with this field test shooting video. We're going to start off with the chrono testing first. I'm going to put 5 to 6 rounds through here. Just depends on what kind of averages I get. If I get an oddball, I might take a 6th shot. And then we're gonna set up a paper target 30 feet down range and see what kind of accuracy we get. So we're gonna test out power and accuracy. Okay. First round in the chamber. We got 10 rounds in here just in case. Didn't get nothing. Do I have my lights on? That might be the problem. There we go. Okay. User error. Okay, I'm back. I had a little bit of trouble getting the chronograph to sort out the lights and everything, but we got her going. So just keep in mind, I have fired 1 shot through here. These are 0.20 gram BBs, and I am using full propane mag. I filled it up with propane. I just heat the mag up just a little bit because it is kind of cold in here. Well, the magazine was cold. It's about 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, Google, what is 20 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
20 degrees Celsius equals 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
So 68 degrees, I probably should have told you that to begin with, but I'm telling it to you now, so we're all good to go. The actual C-can area is a little cooler, but where I am shooting from the office is about 20 degrees. Probably cooled down just a bit by now because the doors are open. But anyways, here we go. Let's try and get this to happen for you. 346. 345. Error. 343. Okay, we're getting some weirdness happening here. This is what was happening before. Let's try again here. All right. I'm not sure what's going on with this cronny, but let's get some shots done here. Let's even get a couple more, at least 2 more here for you. 346 again, pretty consistent. 345, it's like it's a repeat. This is like deja vu, and 1 more. 344. So 345, 344. This gun is shooting really consistent. And keep in mind, this is green gas. It's not that super hot in here. And I'm getting like mid 300s. That's really not bad for a green gas blowback, full blowback CO2 air pistol. All right, so let's get this 10 rounds in this gun, put a paper target up, and we'll do that portion of the test. I shouldn't have any more mechanical issues like chronograph problems because we're just basically shooting at the target unless my gun malfunctions. But let's cross our fingers and hope the rest of this video goes smoothly. All right, I have a brand new target set up. I'm gonna put 10 rounds in the target. Keep in mind, this gun does have hop up, so we could adjust elevation a little bit just by putting a little more or less backspin on the BB. So it depends on what range we're shooting at, but at 30 feet, you know, hopefully I'm getting somewhere close to the bullseye. If it's lower or higher, it's not a big deal. We can adjust that. There is no adjustment on the rear sight for windage. So what that means is if I'm shooting left or right when I'm aiming at the bullseye, then that's just where the gun points. There's no way I can correct that other than just manually aiming a little bit the other direction to compensate for the fact that the gun isn't shooting straight. Sometimes people just shoot a little bit. You know, sometimes the gun could be fine. It could be the person. Generally speaking, I think I'm pretty good. I've been doing this for a while. If anything, sometimes I shoot a little left. So that could be me if it does shoot left. I notice that's generally where I go is left. So maybe it is me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Could be. Depends on how much caffeine I've had. All of those things, right? Got the safety off. We're going to aim right at the bullseye. 10 rounds. Just want to visually look. Okay, a little bit down to the left. Again, it's to the left. That one might have been, it might be empty. Yeah, we're empty. So for some reason it didn't lock back. I don't know why. It should lock back. It's not. So maybe there's just not quite enough gas in here to do so. Again, it's not the super warmest. So that's the only thing I've noticed. It's just not locking back. So maybe on a full gas mag with a little bit more warmth to it, it should lock back. I don't know why it's not locking back, because it should. You can see it does when it cycles all the way back. Maybe a bit of that lube, that lubricant that it came with. Like I said in my tabletop video, I did notice that the slide is really tight, so that could slow it down a little bit as it cycles and make it not quite go all the way back to lock out at the end when you're out of rounds. So I'll have to play around with it, throw a little of that lube that it came with on the slide rails and stuff like that and see if that helps. All right, let's go see what the accuracy looks like. I mean, the fact that the slide didn't quite go all the way back shouldn't affect accuracy. It was picking up BBs every time. It just didn't lock back. So here you can see a 3-inch grouping. Very nice. A little bit low. We can adjust that up with hop up. A little bit to the left. Again, is it me or is it the gun? We'll just never really know. I watch my videos. You'll see, generally speaking, most of the time it's a little to the left. So there's a possibility. I'm not going to say no to that. But I feel like I'm pretty confident about where I'm aiming. All right, nice blowback action. It's not too crazy, but it's nice. I mean, the FPS at right around 345, that's really decent for a gas blowback airsoft gun. I mean, don't forget, we're not using CO2. CO2 should boost it up even more. So pretty good warmer day, you're gonna get higher FPS as well because it is green gas. I was using propane, by the way, again, with 0.20 gram BBs. I love the trigger. I love the 1911A1, so for me this gun is a beaut. The fit and finish is amazing. Everything about this gun feels good. It's pretty accurate. It's got decent FPS. I just got to figure out why the slide didn't lock back. Again, I have a feeling because the slide is so tight on the frame that maybe a little lubrication is necessary, or just shooting the gun a little bit more till it works itself in could resolve that problem. Not a huge deal. You pretty much know when you're out of ammo with most guns because it sounds different and you're not going to be hitting anything because there's no ammo coming out, so you will know. All right, thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. Check out our new Instagram channel. I'll be starting to load content in there. There isn't much right now, but there will be, especially when I do things like SHOT Show and stuff like that. I'll be putting content on Instagram, probably more than anything else while I'm down there. Also check out our Canada and US stores where we sell air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, blank guns, and other accessories. And of course we have this guy in our Canada and US store. So check the links out in the description. There'll also be a link to my written post for this gun over on the Replica Airguns blog. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.